Many people knew Trump only from important meetings at the White House and events in big cities, but no one had guessed that the former president would spend a day of his life in a rural town. That morning, Trump's bodyguards made a routine security check to make sure everything was in order. But that morning, Trump made a very different decision. He decided to secretly go to one of the quietest and least known villages in the United States. This unheard of town seemed to have disappeared over time. Most people had forgotten about its existence. However, Trump remembered an invitation he had received years ago and started making plans to go to that town. No one knew exactly why, but something was drawing him here. Before secretly going to the town, Trump made plans with only a few close advisors and his security team. Everything was quiet and carefully organized. They set off, and when they arrived in the town, the atmosphere was so calm and peaceful that it was a bit surprising even for Trump. It was as if he had stepped into another world with the peaceful atmosphere of the weather combined with the nature of the town. From the moment he stepped into town, the townspeople did not recognize Trump. They were behaving like a familiar face, not a stranger they had seen for years. Everyone was immersed in the town's daily life, living their lives in the simplest way. However, Trump decided to talk to the townspeople and spend time with them without letting anyone know. He chatted with everyone, went to the oldest grocery store in town, watched the children, and walked in the village square. There were no security measures or any striking movements. Everything seemed quite normal. However, a few hours later, what Trump was doing in the town began to attract everyone's attention. The townspeople may not have known Trump, but he was a leader. As they observed his interest in the town and the responsibility he had, Trump's true leadership power was revealed once again. Trump established a completely different bond with the townspeople. Without introducing himself to them, he spoke like an ordinary person and listened to their troubles. His conversations, especially with the elderly, revealed the emotional side of the people. The most interesting moment was the evening hours spent in the town square. Trump, along with a group of townspeople, began planning an event they had been dreaming of organizing for years. Most of the townspeople had not been able to organize any entertainment for years. Trump changed the situation in an instant. He offered to organize an event that would make that night special for the town. The organization was quickly completed, and the townspeople began to organize a grand celebration with Trump's help. When the townspeople accepted Trump's offer of assistance, everything changed at that moment. It was once again revealed that what really mattered was valuing people rather than money or show. Trump did not only provide financial assistance to the townspeople, but also listened to them and touched their lives. This would be an unforgettable day for that town. That night, the entire town applauded Trump's gesture. No one expected that a former president would make such a significant contribution to the townspeople by taking his time on such a simple day. It was a night where the goal was not just to celebrate, but to instill self-confidence in the townspeople and to provide them with emotional relief. The townspeople felt valued for the first time in a long time. When they finished the night, Trump made one last surprise to the townspeople. He spent the night with them and suggested new projects to make the town better. Trump said that he would guide them on future projects with the townspeople, and this left a lasting impression on the town. At that moment, the townspeople began to appreciate Trump more as a person, not just as a president. Trump's secret visit to the rural town not only provided them with physical assistance, but also boosted their morale. No one would ever forget Trump's presence there and his contribution to the town, and the townspeople felt like they had experienced one of the most special days of their lives. Trump's trip had become a memory that deeply affected not only the townspeople, but also the entire world. Everyone realized once again that he was a true leader and how important it was to touch people's lives,